Oh, it's finally here. After months of me diddly-daddling, jumping between projects, going to this, coming back to it, starting it, finishing it, then going to something else, finally, I am doing the Space Hulk playthrough. So, what I figure I'd do is show you the setup, show you my Gene Stealers. Still got some touching up to do, but I'm not going to argue that right now. The first mission is called Beachhead. So we're going to give you a good look at that. And there's two squads that are involved. One has to consist of a sergeant with a storm bolter, a heavy flamer with a power fist, and a storm bolter chain fist. Two Space Marines with storm bolters and power fists. Squad 2, of course, has to have a thunderhammer and storm shield, assault cannon, and one guy with a power fist, and 3 Space Marines armed with storm bolters and power fists. Now, to win this, let's take a look at the map here. As you can see, we have it set up exactly. And let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody says or what egomaniac wants to build his own, dungeon and this, that, and the other for Space Hulk or Space Hulk. The components on this 4th edition are just ridiculously nice. If you can get your hands on a set, I suggest it. They're so much better than the prior versions, and the models are just really, really outstanding, and everything about it, even down to the blips. I mean, the blips, look at this, look how thick they are. They did not chintz you at all. The doors are finally solid. Take a look at the actual tile and its indentures on it. Just a fantastic gloss finish. Of course, you can tell the gloss because of the way the light's bouncing off it. And these models are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. These Gene Stealers are fantastic. This is the best Space Hulk set ever. Well, let's get back to the task at hand with the setup here. As you can see, where the purple arrows are where the Gene Stealers come on. They start with, I believe it is 10 blips, and 2 of them get to either go in, one goes in that room and one goes in that room. They cannot go in the other room. The Space Marines, the torpedoes, smash into the bulkhead over here, and they will enter from there. And here's the torpedo units, so they'll just come boom wherever, or they can even land here, depending on where they. You have to roll dice, and they can come anywhere within this area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On roll 6, you can put them anywhere you want. The mission ends on turn 12. The Space Marine player wins if more than 7 Space Marines are alive, and there are no Gene Stealers in any of the rooms on the board at the end of the game. The Gene Stealer player wins if less than 5 Space Marines are still alive at the end of the game. Any other result is a draw. So this goes to turn 12, and it is just on. Okay, and you can tell, this is pretty big. This is a decent sized table here, and this takes up a good amount, just this first mission. And I still got a ton of tiles sitting in that box over there. So we're going to probably play this through on Wednesday night after I film our favorite day of the week, which is New Game Wednesday. Usually I put that on Thursday, but this week I'll be at New Game Wednesday. We'll be on New Game Wednesday, believe it or not. So I'm I'm looking forward to putting that video out. You can see the setup. We've got their dice that come with it, which are gorgeous. And because there are certain people in this house that are superstitious, they like to roll their own dice at times. We got our Space Marine set on both torpedoes. And this is the start. This is mission 1. So we'll play that. The whole game will be taped all the way through. I'm going to try a pretty good camera angle on it, so hopefully we'll be able to do it from this angle or the other angle and try to get the lights so they don't glare as much, so you guys can see every turn, and we'll play the whole thing through. And the whole idea that we're planning on doing, since we delayed this so long, is right after mission 1 we're going to go to mission 2. So we're going to try to do a couple missions a week until we do every single mission, even the mission that came in the White Dwarf magazine. There is a special mission in here. So, with that said, here we go. Space Hulk. Some of you guys waited for it. Pretty much all of you didn't. So, we're going to do it anyways. So, there you go, and we'll see you at the taping.